What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I'm your host Crash, and today we're taking a look at one of the new V-Star power items, which I think is really cool. It does have some limitations to it. It doesn't make it the strongest V-Star power item that we have, but I think it's pretty awesome. It makes for some good decks. We can also pair it with other things than what I've paired it with in here, like a Lunala, for example, might be a good thing to use. But anyway, enough about that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, and we're almost getting there, even though we just started. But I'm on the road to 1,000 for next year. I've set a pretty high goal for myself, but why not? We're a growing channel. We're going to keep on going. Like the video if you enjoy the content. Let's just jump into the Pokemon question of the day. Let's jump right into last video's question. This Pokemon can create diamonds. It does this by compressing the carbon found in air around it. Who is this Pokemon? And if you were like the commenters, you went ahead and guessed Diancie. Diancie is a Pokemon that can create diamonds, which is insane. If you had this Pokemon, you'd be rich. All you have to do is just create the diamonds with Diancie. It's awesome. I don't know why they don't do this in the Pokemon games, but whatever. That is the answer. Congratulations to the band Sox. You now have 1 point. You need a couple more points there to win another round yet again. So in this videos, we have a question here. This cute cat-like Pokemon has intense psychic powers that if it does not control by using its ears, it can create a huge blast of psychic energy with a radius of about 300 feet. So if this cat lifts up its ears, we're all getting blasted away. Who is this Pokemon? Go ahead and leave your answer in the comment section down below. And remember, you have to be the first person to get the answer correct to earn yourself a point on the road to be getting some prizes. And I just sent out Band Sox prize from last time, so I do send those prizes out if you people are skeptical. But anyways, good luck to everybody out there. Let's get into the deck list. Today we are featuring a Jynx, which I bet you couldn't guess that I was ever going to do this, but Jynx has an awesome ability. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from a Pokemon V, they don't take any prize cards, which is awesome. They KO this, no prize cards or whatever. But then we have a Psychic Assault attack. Does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon. So if they have 100 damage on it, this attack is doing 110 damage because we have a 10 damage base, which is cool. So how are we going to utilize Jynx in a good way? Well, we're going to put Jynx in a Shadow Rider deck. We have a 4/4 line of Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX because we can accelerate energy and draw cards, which is really good. And then we also have Espeon VMAX to help with the Giratina matchup and the Sableye stuff and anything that does effects to our Pokemon with their attacks. If they have an energy attached to it, Espeon blocks it, which is awesome. And Espeon also has a really nice attack too. Max Mindstorm does 60 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So if you're going up against a mirror match, Espeon might actually be really good. But anyways, you're still looking at me like, Crash, what the heck? You're just going to attack with Shadow Rider. Why even bother Jynx? Well, there's this new item called Earthen Sealstone here. For Star Gravity, for 3 energy, we put a damage counters on our opponent's Pokemon V until it has 100 HP remaining. So if we're going up against Pokemon VMAX, say another Shadow Rider, it has 320 HP, we're going to be putting on 220 damage counters onto the Pokemon. And then we just switch back into Jynx and KO it. And then when they come to KO Jynx, they don't get any prize cards for it. So that's kind of the idea of the deck. That's what I built this around. We have 4 Battle VIP Passes, 3 Evolution Incense because we have a lot of Evolution Pokemon we want to get, 2 Fog Crystals. I think I want to update how many Fog Crystals we have just because getting energy is so important in this deck. 2 Ultra Balls, 2 Switches, 2 Quick Balls, and then we have 2 Research, 3 Marnie, 1 Roxanne, and 3 Serena. Also, I might recommend putting in a boss, maybe do a 2-1 line, because sometimes you want to boss a basic Pokemon that's not a Pokemon V to kind of like stall your opponent, because you need to get this Earthen Sealstone attack off, which is kind of tricky. So Earthen Sealstone only works on Pokemon V, and it can only be attached to a Pokemon V, so usually it's going to be attached to a Shadow Rider. The problem is, Pokemon evolve, especially Pokemon Vs, which gives them more HP, so you have to do this attack after they evolve. Otherwise, Jynx isn't going to be that effective. If that happens, though, where you have to use it before, then your main attacker is going to become Shadow Rider. Might also want to put a Cheryl in the deck, too. So I have a couple other ideas to kind of tweak the deck. It's not finalized, but this is what I went with in the video, so this is what I'm showing. And a couple copies of Air Balloon to help switch around our Pokemon. So that is the deck. That is the idea of it. I think it's a really cool, solid idea. Earthen Sealstone can fit into a bunch of different decks, too, so just try them out. We actually saw it used against us, which was hilarious. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the matches. Comfy Lost Engine Zone. Okay, we have a decent start now. I'm considering they can get a turn 1 cram, so I think that I want to build up the Calyrex here on the bench, so we'll attach this energy here. I'm going to save the Fog. I don't want to get rid of Training Court, though. Well, this is a tough decision. I want to use the Fog Crystal. We don't have a supporter either. Do I just hold my hand? Let's go ahead and get rid of one Training Court. It's okay. One Training Court's fine. Just want to see what I have left in the deck. There's an Espeon. Espeon's going to be huge in this matchup, actually. So we definitely want to get Espeon out. We're a little short on supporters. We have both of our stones in there, which is good. Okay. Maybe I want to set up another Shadow Rider first. Let's get 3 Shadow Riders down. That seems good. We have an energy for next turn. So next turn what we can do is we can Fog Crystal for an energy. Play the Training Court, Ultra Ball away the energy, and whatever we draw. That's what I wish we had in this turn as a Battle VIP Pass. That would have been great. But, like I was saying, we can Ultra Ball away whatever we draw plus the energy. Get a VMAX. Training Court back the energy. And then start to accelerate to the bench, hopefully. There's no reason to Shadow Mist here. Well, we definitely need to get down our... Well, we don't have to worry about it yet. They have to get to 10 cards. We definitely want to get down our Espeon so that we can be immune to effects from the attacks from our opponent's Pokemon. So we're going to want to spread out our energy as well. The issue, though, is they're only playing 2 V Pokemon. This deck is actually more designed to take out at least a 3 V Pokemon because of the Earthen Seal Stone, which is an awesome card. They get a boss. They might go... Well, they played a Chorus's Experiment. That's a preemptive boss. Why are they getting boss so early? 3 cards, switch into another Comfy, that's 4. Giratina needs 10, correct? Mirage Gate needs 7. Cramorant just needs 4. Well, there's a Cramorant. And they do have another concealed cards. Their hand is huge. A Marnie would be great. Do I play Marnie? I forgot. Did I have Marnie in there? I don't know. But they are going to have a bunch. That's 4. It's going to be 5. Another Chorus Experiment will get them 7. They might be able to pull it off next turn. I'm worried about that. They have a boss too. But then if they boss, they can't Chorus's Experiment. Tomato, they have a lot to do. They do get rid of V-Star. So V-Star is 10 cards. I was right. Another Scoop Up Net. Another Comfy. They are going ham. That's 6 cards in the Lost Zone turn 1. Ugh. That means they just need 4. That means you could definitely do it next turn. Now that I think about it, they have the freaking nuts in their hand to do this. Really wish I'd get a Marnie off of my Shadow Rider stuff. Okay, they're done there. We do get an energy. I think we just still use this Fog Crystal to grab another energy out the deck. And we can Ultra Ball both of them away. We will grab a VMAX. Play the Training Court. Grab the energy. Underworld Door to our VMAX. Hopefully draw a couple good cards. We grab 2 energies. I could Shadow Mist. I can't play any Stadium cards. Giratina can definitely knock out our active. I actually don't mind Shadow Misting, so we'll go ahead and do this. That way we keep our Training Court. We'll Shadow Mist for 10. We're a little stuck here. We don't have supporters, which is pretty bad. I was hoping to get another Espeon, or not another, I was hoping to get an Espeon down, but I only drew 2 energies off of our Underworld Door, which is not good. They get rid of a Chorus's Experiment. They have boss in hand. They play another Chorus Experiment. So Giratina should be online. That's 5, 6. Chorus will be 7, 8. They need 2 more. They activate Mirage Gate here. Get rid of a water energy, which is good. I am stumbling a lot with my words. Maybe I'm talking too fast. Maybe I should slow down a little bit here. Training Court actually helps them, unfortunately. Should have thought twice about playing Training Court, but we have to do what we have to do. I could have just Ultra Balled away the Training Court, I guess. But it's whatever. Hopefully we can get Espeon pretty soon, because that Boss's Orders is going to KO that Espeon, unfortunately. We do play 2, which is good, but if they target Espeon, that's okay. Let's see, they attach a Grass Energy manually. They should have at least some more scoop up nets. There's an escape rope. We'll go ahead and give them this one. Don't need to give them the VMAX. There's another flower selecting an escape rope. They have at least another switch, a couple of scoop up nets still in the deck, I'm sure. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in the Lost Zone. This will be the 10th card. Giratina is online, unfortunately. Maybe that last Fog Crystal should have went for the Espeon. Espeon would have really helped against Giratina here. And they lose an Ordinary Rod, which is good. That means they can't get some energies back that easily. Their hand is huge. They're down to 13 cards. They pretty much have what they need. There's a Mirage Gate. That's going to go to the Giratina. And next turn, we're going to lose our VMAX. Unless I can whip out a way to KO that Giratina on the bench. There's a Serena. That is one way to KO the Giratina on the bench. Another VMAX and a Fog Crystal is good. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and Fog Crystal. Grab Espeon. Play the Espeon. Let's go Training Court. Let's go ahead and Underworld Door here to the Espeon. A Jynx is good. We can also Serena. Now, if well, when I play Serena, I won't be able to do much, right? Because I can't retreat. We can do another Shadow Mist if we wanted to. But I do need to draw cards. We'll go ahead and discard this energy. We don't necessarily need it. Draw some cards. That's good. I can play this here. No sense in getting another VMAX out. Actually, there is. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and Underworld Door here. There's the Espeon VMAX. If they don't go for Espeon V, then we have Espeon VMAX, which is hilarious. But I don't think it'll matter. They're probably going to use their V-Star power on our active. We'll see. They're doing some more flower selecting. They're still digging. They do get rid of another Giratina V. They might just only be able to set up one Giratina here. And if we're able to KO it, we are fine. Now they could still boss up the VMAX on the bench, which is okay. They have to use their V-Star power this turn. I think they will. Another Chorus Experiment. So upset we haven't gotten a Marnie. It's insane. Like, our opponent's almost about to deck out, and here we are with like 27 cards still left in our deck. An Escape Rope. They missed the V-Star. Guess we just go up with Jynx. They don't have Cramorant. They already retreated. They have to scoop up this Comfey. We're going to get Espeon VMAX if they don't get this attack off, which is huge. Oh, Temple of Sinnoh kind of sucks. We lose our Training Court, but it's okay. Attaching a Water Energy to Giratina. They have 4 cards. Are we? Did they? They got rid of that V-Star and they are struggling. They have 4 cards left. They're not going to be able to KO a VMAX anymore. Which is great. Wow. Wow, that's insane. We can actually Marnie them, but that'll get them the 4 cards that they want. Let's go with the VMAX here. We're going to go ahead and just manually attach to Jynx so we can retreat. Research, get rid of that Marnie. Don't want them to have it. There's an Air Balloon. We can attach to the Jynx, which I think is something we're not going to do. We're going to go ahead and Underworld Door to another Shadow Rider. There's another Jynx. We have a Switch, which is good. We still don't have our Earthen Seal Stone, though, which is frustrating, but not the end of the world here. Let's go ahead and switch into our Shadow Rider. And we will Max Geist. Take a KO. We're hitting for 280 damage, just enough to KO a Giratina. Take our first prize, which is another Psychic Energy. Great for us. All of our Pokemon have energy except for the last Jynx on the bench. Giratina's Star Requiem is not going to work. We were able to outlast our opponent. They top decked that V-Star. I promise you they had to top deck that V-Star. If they try to use Star Requiem here, not going to matter. They've already lost owned another card. And our opponent's probably going to concede here now. I wouldn't blame them if they did. We'll just attach that there. Max, guys, KO the Giratina. I think we got a little bit lucky with this. Our setup was really slow. Theirs was super fast. There's another Espeon for us. And there's the scoop. That's a win, though. We'll take it. Not what I wanted to show off for the deck, but hey, it's a win against Giratina. Okay, we're starting with a Jynx, and well, not much else we could do here except attach an energy and pass. Going up against a Magearna that can do 30 damage to us. And a Zacian, so some kind of metal deck. Special laser is awesome. That's a cool attack. It can do 220 damage if they have any special energy attached to it. They can hit us for 30 here. And all we can do is probably Psychic Assault next turn. We need to find a way to get some Shadow Riders down. Hopefully. And they already have 3 Pokemon in the active that we can use our Forest Seals, or is it Stoned? Earthen Seal Stone on, so we're good with that. It's a Battle VIP Pass. Ooh, our opponent has an amazing turn, while we do not. Okay, Bronzor. Well, they don't evolve, so Cheryl isn't a thing, but Bronzor can move energy around. Gear Throw for 30. We top deck Shadow Rider, which is good. Let's go ahead and just attach this here. Actually, don't care if Jynx gets KO'd anymore, and we'll pass. That's all we realistically can do. This turn they might be able to do Special Laser for 100, which I don't mind. Especially if they get the Bronzong out that moves the metal energy around. But if not, then we're solid. No, they just Gear Throw. Okay, we'll accept it. We don't mind that at all. Another Shadow Rider is always good. Let's go an Evo Incense. In the deck of a Shadow Rider. Play that one down. Let's go ahead and Underworld Door to ourselves. Draw a couple cards. A Switch Training Court. Not something we really want. We can switch and hit the Magearna though. They don't have any special energy, so we are not afraid. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and Max Geist. Hit them for 130 damage. Half hitting the Magearna, so they do have to retreat this if they wanted to survive or get some special energies. Metal Coating Energy only blocks weakness, so that doesn't really matter too much. Zacian. We might not even get a chance to use our Earthen Seal Stone this matchup. They switch into Zacian. And they Marnie me. I'm okay with that. Our hand was not that great. Perfectly fine with this happening. Okay, Serena. Shadow Rider. We can get the Bronzong stuck in the active if we wanted to. Oh no, we can't. Just kidding. Serena does not work like boss. Metal transfer. I guess they're transferring it to the other Magearna. Makes sense. We just need to find our Earthen Seal Stone. That would be great. Brave Blade, sure. Sure. No problemo. Another energy. Don't like to see too many energies here. We're going to go ahead and Underworld Door to the bench Calyrex. There's the Earthen Seal Stone. That's perfect. Let's Underworld Door again to ourselves. Another Jynx is also great to see. Do that. I feel like holding the energy for now. Let's actually Serena here so we can draw some cards, get rid of these 2 cards, keep the Training Court just in case. There's an Espeon. We like to see Espeon. Espeon's good. We will attach energy to Jynx. Either one. And then we can Star Gravity. Put everybody down. So now Jynx can come in and mop up, and they don't take prizes from Jynx. This is perfect. All we have to do is retreat with our Shadow Rider, and we are golden. They attach an energy to Magearna. They might be able to retreat and attack with Magearna and KO our Shadow Rider, but that's okay. We can KO in return. And we should be solid. We have a research for next turn. We don't need to use Serena or Boss. They play a Pokestop, which we can bounce with Training Court. Good thing I didn't play it yet. I think we're set. As long as our other Shadow Rider doesn't get KO'd. Uh-oh, they Serena. Okay, they're doing the drawing version. That's good. Good for us. Cape of Toughness. Does that matter? 10. This deck does 10 more damage for each damage counter, so we're doing 120. Bummer. Can't one-shot the Magearna now. However, we might be able to do it with Shadow Rider. Maybe. And they whiff on Pokestop. Good for us. Metal Saucer. They can hard retreat the Zacian if they want to. 30, 60, 90. 30, 60, 90, 120. I think we can KO the Magearna with that on there. I believe so. We're going to go up with Shadow Rider, though. Though I don't want to. I think it's best to go up with Jynx, if I'm honest. Even though we don't get a KO, I think it's better to go up with Jynx because we don't let them get a prize. Let's go ahead. Underworld Door here. Okay, we can Quick Ball away that. Go get another Shadow Rider. Bounce the Stadium. Research. Good thing we played the Training Court because we didn't get an energy. So we will grab an energy now. Attach that to our Jynx here, and we're going to hold the rest of the hand. Psychic Assault. I don't think it takes a KO. It does not. We only do 120. Choice Belt would have been nice. I did not see them playing a Cape of Toughness, though. Only has 30 HP left, but the good thing about Jynx is they don't get a KO off of Jynx, which is fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic, but the rest of their Pokemon we do KO easily. As long as they don't play more Capes of Toughness, we should be just fine. We have Serena in hand as well to be able to boss up whichever one we want, which is another great thing. Let's see what our opponent does here, though. The Serena, they bring up the other Shadow Rider. That's what I was afraid of. They can hit this for 230. We can KO the Zacian, though. Zamazenta comes down. I'm afraid of them having another boss and then they just win. That's 2 Serenas down. They could perfectly have a boss in their hand. Well, that's very scary. They're going to do Zamazenta, but our VMAXs aren't the ones that are going to be attacking here. It's just going to be the Jynx from now on. Okay. Well, we have this guy. Let's go ahead and retreat into Jynx. Training Court back one of the energies. Underworld Door to yourself. Underworld Door to the Espeon. I actually probably should have played Evolution Incense to get the VMAX out. That would make sense. Let's do that. I don't think we want to Marnie here. We're just going to go ahead and use Psychic Assault. Take the KO on this Zacian. We're going to have the Serena to boss up whatever one we want. We get 2 prizes. Battle VIP Pass and Espeon are great Ultra Ball fodder. They come up with Zamazenta. Now, we are down 1 Serena, but I believe we have another in the deck or in the prizes. I'll have to check. We could also have Boss. I don't think we play Boss, though. Quick Ball, that might go for a Lumineon. If they have Lumineon, they could. I don't see why they wouldn't. And Lumineon can get them a Serena for game, unfortunately. So maybe we should have Marnied. Didn't want to Marnie because they just had a 4-card hand. Oh, it gets them another Magearna. We're okay with this. They can transfer all the energy to Zamazenta and attack our Jynx here. They Marnie me. Unfortunately, that sucks. We had Serena in hand. Oh, man. And we lose all of that. Another Earthen Sealstone. Roxanne is good though. Fog Crystal. Fog Crystal can get us an energy so that I can accelerate to our VMAX. Ooh, Max Mindstorm might actually be better. We're gonna power up our Espeon because they have a lot of energies, possibly, and we can power up Espeon in one turn. So we'll go up with the Jynx, however, just in case. Or no, we'll go up with Shadow Rider just in case. We should be able to get 3 energies on. Should. We'll see. We have the Roxanne play. And they have the metal transfers. They attach an energy to the Magearna. This is not... It's just weakness. Okay. It is just weakness, which is good. This is a little bit tricky. Here come the metal transfers, so they're going to go with Zamazenta here. We don't mind. Yeah, actually, Espeon doesn't matter because it can't KO Zamazenta. Bummer. I don't play Path to the Peak either, so we do have to find our what's it called? Our Serenas and bosses. Let's go up with Shadow Rider. I'm fine with that. There's an energy top deck, which is good. We'll go ahead and Underworld Door to Espeon. Battle VIP Pass. Play the Fog Crystal here. Go ahead and not grab any energy. We don't have energy in deck. Fine. Just get another Shadow Rider. Why not? Do that. We'll just play this here. Don't need it. And then we can Roxanne. Put our opponent down to 2 cards. There's Serena. There's an Air Balloon. That's good. We can Training Court here. And let's go ahead and Underworld Door to this guy. And Marnie, Espeon, Air Balloon. I think we just have to take a hit here. Yep, we'll just take a hit. And then we have 2 Serenas in hand, so we can just KO 2 Magearnas, and we're good as long as we don't get Marnied. We should be fine. Metal Saucer, that's okay. Now, the other problem is we don't have another Jynx. But we do have Espeon, so we should be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get back another energy. Let's play this here. Let's evolve here. Let's go Serena. Grab that Magearna. Retreat into Jynx. Underworld Door onto Espeon. Ordinary Rod is good, actually. So we'll play it. Yeah, we'll play Ordinary Rod. Do both. Get back a Jynx. And then we'll get back 2 energies. That way we have energies in the deck. We could possibly draw into them. And then we Psychic Assault. Take the KO on Magearna. Get out of here, you crazy, crazy deck. And we get a Training Court. And we get a Psychic Energy. That's good. We have what we need to win next turn. We can just boss up another Magearna and KO it. Or we could just KO the Crobat with Espeon. We have 2 heavily damaged VMAXs though. If they draw a boss, we lose. This Shadow Rider only has 90 HP. I'm considering of putting a Cheryl in this deck just for these cases because we can tank hits. They're thinking about what to do. They drew 1 card. What could it possibly be? It's an energy, I believe. No, they did attach... Oh! They also have Earthen Sealstone. That is hilarious! That's great. Okay, they don't KO our Jynx. We have another Serena. We're going to go ahead and go after the other Magearna and just take the KO here and go for the dub. We got him. That was such a hard matchup. We did it though. We did it. There you have it, folks. You saw me beat up on Giratina and you saw me beat up on an interesting Magearna deck. I do like the concept that they have for that deck. It's pretty cool, but I don't think it, you know, I do think it does have some merit, but you know, it's not a top tier deck, but what do we care? It's not a top tier deck, doesn't matter. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Enough about me blabbering. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe if you like the content. Leave a like, really helps the exposure of the video, and we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.